Welcome everybody back to Home Harbor, Roma, Occre collaboration, Essex. Guys, I wanted to do first the bow part, but I still don't know how I will do those parts right here. How I'm going to bend them, because the way it is on the ship, I'm not really happy with this. So, in today's video, we're going to prepare the ship's wheel. All of the system we're going to do, but as you know, Roma like to do some improvisation, and I will change this stuff because I'm not really happy with the system how it is right here. So I will going to change it a little bit, and this video going to be totally filmed. I will just paint the parts behind the video, but we will place everything together so you will understand exactly what I did and why I did this, guys. All of the parts that are right here we will use. The first thing that will be different, if you can see, the wheel is attached to the rudder. It's not going to happen, it's not going to be like this. The rudder and the wheel will be separate. By the way, this part right here, this entrance, I will not do it, and I'll explain you why. Because first of all, it covers all of the view of the wheel, and I'm not pleased with that. Second, right here we have our pins like this. Well, like here, right? We have the pins for the rigging. I want to do the same at the front, at the bow, and at the stern. So this thing, this entrance, will take too much space. So I rather do a small gratings. I'm sorry that I didn't think about this before and I didn't cut the hole, but okay, we will just paint it black beneath the gratings. So this one I will not do. Those both I will. This one will have some upgrade. I will do it a little bit differently, but this one will be the same. You can just take some ideas from my work, but if you don't like my idea, you just follow the instructions. We have everything step by step. You will do it with no problem. I believe in you. So guys, actually this part right here beneath the wheel is very useful for what I'm going to do, except this wire that goes through the wood. You will see it. So I explained more or less what I wanted to do. Also, we have here 3 single blocks. One goes in the back of the stern and 2 in the bottom in each side. We will place also of them. We will go in every video, we will put more stuff on the ship, so we will fill our deck. So guys, right now I have here all of the pieces that we need. I need to paint it, the wheel, pre-cut parts, check out everything in the instructions, all the numbers. The metal parts, I'm going to make them more dark, like you know, in my magic jar and ammonium. Those 2 I'm going to bend just like in the instructions. The wire that will connect the wheel with all of the system, also I'll probably paint it, because the biggest part is in the system. It's just both sides. I probably will just give a little bit of the black paint, that's all. The blocks, I already stained them. I just put them in the walnut stain for a few minutes, pure walnut stain. I wanted to make it more tense. And so guys, first I will attach 3 blocks to the eyeballs, so you can place them on the back of the stern. And then after I prepare all of the parts, we will start assembling it. I will not stain those parts. I will paint them black, then we'll stain it with the oak, with the walnut, as I do all of the old look. So guys, I will prepare all of the parts, I will paint all of the parts, and then we will start assembling it. So guys, I did prepare the first parts, the metal ones. They're already more dark. This is going to be our base. This is 1.5 centimeter. I did everything like I usually do. Painted black, then sand it down and stain. The wheel I painted brown, and then just a little bit highlight with the black paint. Now, right here in that support of the wheel, I make a hole inside 0.6 millimeters, cut the pin in the half, put inside, so when you're going to put in the base, it's going to be much more firm and steady. Because the way I want to do it, this one, you see how my hands are shaking. This is the biggest, I don't know how to explain it. This is the biggest thing why I stopped to make complete tutorials, because my hands are shaking very much. In my head, I want to do it like this. I want to glue all of these parts together, then just put them inside the support, and then glue it on the base. In this way, the wheel will move. This is what I want. The wheel will move. I can do it like this. We need to put it on the base. So guys, how I'm going to start it, I'm going to glue right now the wheel and this piece for the rope like this, and then the other parts. So guys, how I'm planning to do it, it's not focusing good enough. I will, with a toothpick, put the glue on the brass wire, and then we'll glue these parts together. So I put the glue, now we put those parts, and to make it even, we will put temporary the supports. And now just wait a little bit until it dries, and then we will do the rest. So now guys, this part is done, it's glued together. Now I can put the supports and mark. Wait a minute, I don't know where is the other support. It's right here. And now we can mark where we're going to do the holes. Now the holes are done. Let's apply glue. Good. Now I will put it together, push it together to make sure that the way it will be glued, it will be steady. So I'll just wait for a few seconds and then we will continue. Just the way I want it. Now we can glue the brass parts. They're right here. So what I will use, just super glue and tweezers. Now I'm going to shake it again I'm really sorry about that, guys. That's why it's very hard to do the videos like this for me. But the last few days I feel a little bit better. So I will try to do more tutorials. Good, guys. It's done. You can see here how a little bit of the white thing from the glue. I will just paint it a little bit with the black paint. Now, guys, the next one. Awesome, guys, this part is done. Was not that difficult. Now I'll just paint a little bit here, this black, this brass thing, wire, so not be that shiny, and give a little bit of touch of the black color right here. And then we will go to the next step. I'll explain you what I'm going to do, why I'm going to do it. So let me prepare in other parts and we will continue. So guys, right now what we can do, because my pieces are still drying, I prepared already the blocks and we can just place them in the position. So first block I will give in the top of the rudder. If you hear the barking of the dogs, this is my stupid neighbor's dogs. They're barking all day long, so I'm sorry for that. Now guys, I did the holes 0.6 millimeters, so the eye bolts are entering so tight that I don't put the glue. First one, the position. Now two goes in the corners. So let's do it. And now two on the top. I want you to know that I do everything. I just eyeballed everything. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So guys, done. Those blocks are in the place. So now I go back to paint the stuff and then we will start making the rudder. Making the wheel and attached to the rudder. So guys, let's continue. I did this part right here. It will attach to the rudder. This one goes around. As you can see, I did simulation of nailing. I cut the pin, I just needed the top of it and I put inside and glue it. As you know, my hands are shaking, so it was for me torture, but I managed it. The pictures are following how I did this part. It has 1.5 centimeters. Then I make here a slight curve to make it look different. Then attach two single blocks. And basically this is it. You will see everything in the picture step by step. This is nothing hard to do at all. Now I already prepared two single blocks with the eyeballs to put in our system, steering system. Here you didn't saw in the picture, I put two pins below. So when I'm going to put it in the deck of the ship, it will be more firm and steady. Now guys, I will put this aside. You will see right now the pictures how I did that part for the rudder. I will explain you one thing. Guys, nothing, I won't speak nothing bad about the instructions, but as you know, I like to improvise and do something my own. By the way, I like to hear very much in comment section what you think about my idea right here. Or I'm doing small gratings, or I just leave it with nothing. We're just going to do here the pins, like right here, right here in the mast, around the mast. We will do right here the same thing, or yeah, or I do here small gratings, because this one going to push a little bit at the front, because it's going, I need a little bit more space right here between the wheel and the rudder. So yeah, basically what are you thinking about? Or I leave it with nothing, or I do small gratings? I would like to hear that in comment section, because this is what we're going to do in the next video. So guys, this is what I wanted to explain you why I changed the system. You saw the instructions. This part right here, like the base for the wheel, attached to the rudder, right? So in my head, if we going to turn the wheel, all of this part will move, because if the rudder will move, all of this part will move. It doesn't make much sense. So I need to separate this part. It doesn't make much sense. That doesn't make sense at all, guys, right? Sorry that I'm speaking like this, as again, I just watched some pictures. I am not the professional, but this is, I think this is wrong, because it will, if it is like this with the rudder, it will move all of the steering system. So that part that I showed you, I will attach here to the rudder. Then we're going to have again two single blocks, and in the end here we have also two single blocks. So we start from here, go to this block, back. Right here we have these holes that I told you that are perfect for us. So from here it goes to this hole, goes up around this part, I don't know how to call this part, next to the wheel, around it, go again to the hole, go to this block right here, go back to the rudder, and end up in this block. This is the idea. And now you will see the picture how I did that part for the rudder, and we can start assembling all of this steering system. And so guys, let's start. Our first step is going to be, I'm trying to show you, I put the camera the lower that I can. I try to show you everything exactly what I'm doing. The closest view that I can. So sometimes the camera can unfocus the image. So sorry, because right now I'm going to, you see, I put in my hands and unfocus, like this, focus. We're going to work like this, because right now I'm going to focus myself on what I'm doing, but you will understand and you will see everything. First, we will glue this part right here. don't do much of a pressure because the rudder is attached to the other part. Okay guys, I will leave it just a little bit to dry, and our next step is going to put this part. First I open it like this, and I'm going to attach it behind. I think this is going to be the hardest part. And then, if you can see, some of the pins have some small pieces, right? Because I couldn't cut more. And if you're going to try to sand it, well, I tried to sand it down, but it didn't work. Those pins are just falling out. So I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to do the pressure like this right here. Just push it all together, and I hope it will work. I don't know guys, I'm improvising, because do holes right here, you just not be able. I think it's look pretty good. So let's give a few seconds to dry and we will continue. So guys, let's continue. I already put the glue on this part. Okay. All right. I think it's good. Now, again, I'm wait a little bit until it dries. Then with the toothpick, I will just put a little bit of the glue on one side and another side and push it together. Okay guys, let's continue. The crucial moment. I just really hope that all of my idea will work. Now I'll just be like this for a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds, because I think I've done it. Good guys, it worked. It actually worked. Awesome. Now, what we're going to do, we need to check and figure out how to put the wheel. Guys, really, I'm so happy because it actually worked. And my rudder system is moving, and up until now everything goes by the plan. Now I'll put camera back a little bit. Let's figure out the distance that we need. I think like this is good enough. I will just mark where I need to do the holes, so it will be in fact in the middle. So let's do the holes. Now let's place it, guys. I'm just putting the glue very fast. Awesome, awesome, really awesome. I'm very pleased with that. Now let's place our blocks. We're going to do this right here. It's going to be like the second one, the second plank, and we're going to do them in the same line with the holes in this brass. It's not focusing. In those brass parts, the holes we will do in the front of them. Perfect. For me, perfect. Good, guys. Now I need to measure the rope, and when I will measure it, I will tell you the length. By the way, if this is 1.5 centimeters, so we have between, so you will have some measurements. So we have between the end of the rudder, of that piece of rudder, and the steering system, steering wheel, we have 2 centimeters distance right here, 2 centimeters. Now, guys, I will measure. I will show you closely. How does it look? Well, I'm really glad that I did this. I'm nervous and I'm shaking because I did this. So my plan did work. So now I will measure the distance, how much the rope I need, and then we will continue and I will tell you how much the rope you will need. Now, guys, let's continue. I already pushed this sewing stuff through the block. I think you know how it works, how I did in Polaris. You have a block. For example, this is the end of the block, the top of the block. You have here a thread. I just push it beneath the thread. I didn't film it because this is just awful. It's very complicated to do this. When you're going to buy, if you're going to use those stuff, buy a bunch of them because it's very easy to break it. I already break one when I was trying to do this, so buy a lot of stuff like this. Actually, before I did the blocks, I went through the block with 0.6 mil drill, so it kind of be easier. Now the magic trick, why I didn't glue them, because now I can take them off, push it through, now I'll just give a little bit of the glue on the smaller piece and twist it, just a little bit of the glue. And here how it's done. Now I can glue it. So guys, let's continue. Now we have this block. We go from this side, I'll take the new one. Now let's go this block. Now let's try with the tweezers. Push through this hole. Good. Now I need slimmer ones to push it from there. You see what I was talking about? Now I just go around this part. Simple. Now I need to change it, change the view, but you saw how I did it, so guys, there's nothing to change the view. I just now go inside that brass part. Yeah, this is going to be complicated. From outside it's much more easier than go from inside. because now I need to go through this block right here. As again, I'm going to take it off. As closest view that I can give you guys. I'm going through the block. We go through this side right here, through this side right here. Then we go. Now I can take it off. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I just need to twist a little bit this eye bolt. Now again, because I need all of this tight, because the rope is falling down from here every time. So I need to make it tight every time when I'm pushing that sewing stuff through the rope. I just hope I will not damage anything. Now let's go through this block. Like this from inside. Let's push it through. And now we need to finish it right here. So guys, I was just thinking how I'm going to finish it. I need to finish it how I started, right? So if you can see, my hands are shaking right now again. So I will not filming this part right here because it's going to be very long and very hard. I'm going to push this sewing stuff. I'm going to try to push the sewing stuff again in the top of the block beneath the thread. And then just try to twist it a little bit with the super glue, so it will be finished, guys. Okay, so yeah, I will push it through, then I will come back to you. And so guys, I just push it through. I manage it. I push it through the rope at the end of the block. And I'm very excited. I'm very happy because my idea worked. It looks awesome. Maybe some of you will not agree with me, but yeah, for me, do something like this for first time, pretty cool. I'm very happy with the result, guys. But this is not the end of the video, because we have a lot of stuff to put on the ship, and some things are very simple, and I don't want to do the other video just because of that. So what we can do right now to finish this video, damn it, I look at it and it's so beautiful. I'm so happy. I'm like a child in the Christmas. So guys, we can do, just a second, I will take out the ship. We can do these parts right here, belaying pin racks. I hope I said right. Mr. Kid Terry, if you're watching me, thank you for the tips. This man is helped me a lot with the terms. So belaying pin racks, because I want to learn more. So those pins are belaying pins. I need to study. I need to learn more. So guys, this is pretty simple. Let's just do one, for example, together. Then I will do the rest of them by myself. So let's I will put the pieces that we need, and just let's do it. So guys, this is actually belaying pin racks are very simple. You just cut, for example, two pieces that you need on the both sides, 43 mil. I cut them, then I just round it up, sand it a little bit. Now let's just mark where we need to do the holes. I usually do like this. And now let's make the holes. 1.5 millimeter drill. Let's do some holes. Done, guys. Now let's just give a little bit of sanding. Done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to paint it black as usual, guys. I'm going to paint it black, do the old effect, and then put the pins. Are already stained. I just put it in the walnut stain. I think it looks nice, rusty look. Well, enters perfectly. So guys, I will paint it, stain it, put the pins, and we will place it on the ship and we will finish the video. Look at that. Just look at this. I'm really happy that I changed it. So guys, I will do this part and I will come back to you. So guys, I finished it. Simple, easy. I hope you like the color. Now, it's pretty easy. You saw how I did it. Very easy. Very simple. Now, they go on these two pieces of wood. As I saw in the instructions, those that are in the front, they go to these parts right here. So we need to put in the same line. So I will go first plank, second plank, between second and third plank, in the middle, right? And then we go the same everywhere. So if it's going to be here in this place, so it will be in the same level as here and all of the part in the front. So let's just apply the glue. Right now I'm using the gel glue, not the regular normal one. And that's it, guys. This is how it looks. And now I will do the rest of them and I will come back to you with the final result and the end of the video. So guys, I finished this part. It's all in the position. You have the photos image on your instructions, so you will not have a problem to glue them in the right position. And it's pretty easy, just time consuming. So guys, the awesome thing is, I will show you right now that the rudder system actually works. I'm afraid to push it very hard to don't, because the metal part can cut the rope, but if you can see, the rudder is moving. I'm just not making a lot of force, but it's working. So everything is good, guys. Everything is awesome. Thank you very much for watching me, and I see you next time, guys. No, One more question, guys. Write me in the comment section if you what you will do in my place. Sometimes I'm just curious what the people will do. I told you, here we have some space, not a lot, but some space. We can do a small gratings, or just leave it like this, and then we just do belaying pin racks around the mast, and that's it. So write me in the comment section what you think, and now goodbye, thank you, see you next time, and I go take a shower. It's almost midnight. Thank you guys, you're all awesome.